Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, The Fifth Element from 1997. It's directed by Luc Besson and stars Bruce Willis and Milla Jovovich. This film is great, but you rarely see Luc Besson films anymore. He produces a shit ton of films, but as far as films he has directed since The Fifth Element, it's only a couple of handfuls, considering he's had nearly 30 years to do it. That's not a condemnation of any kind, he just is really selective of the work he does. Hell, he's done more than Quentin Tarantino has, so who am I to be talking about Luc Besson's post-The Fifth Element body of work? I remember when this film came out, I was in high school and saw it twice opening day. Once in the morning for myself, and then once later that night with a group of friends for a high school friend's birthday. A theatrical released film twice in one day, Shadwell? Oh, don't worry, that isn't my record, which we'll get to talking about eventually. Seeing how I saw it twice opening day, it's a good thing I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it quite a bit. But I've seen it so many times by now that I originally thought I'd play Power Wash Simulator on my Steam Deck while watching The Fifth Element in the background because honestly I could write around 3 minutes about it in my sleep at this point. But I ended up turning off the Steam Deck around the 20-minute mark and started watching the movie. Again, for the 100th time it seems. But it never gets old, and I think that's the point. This film is awesome from beginning to end, and even though I didn't need to give it my undivided attention, I happily did so. One of the things I knew I didn't want to miss was Chris Tucker's turn in the film as Ruby Rhod, radio host extraordinaire. He is an absolute delight in the last half of this film and is easily my favorite part of the film, with a very close second being the operatic song of the Blue Diva. Those are definitely my favorite parts. Ruby Rhod is hilarious, and I can understand how he comes off as grating to some people, but not to me. He cracks my shit up. Gary Oldman as Baddie Zorg is pretty great too, and it goes without saying that Bruce Willis and Milla Jovovich are excellent as well. But I understand Lilu's hesitation to save the human race at the end of the film. We are definitely not worth it. Or at least are worth having severe doubts whether we are worth it or not because we're shitty and we're even shittier to each other. Good thing I wasn't Lilu because I would have let the universe get wiped out. The Fifth Element is getting an A- from me, and tomorrow we move on to one of those very misunderstood films, Fight Club. See y'all then.